Hello, good afternoon. This is Kenya Rockmont, author and founder of the Child Support Hustle and the Reform Child Support Now movement. I hope everybody's doing okay. Let's see if anybody joins us earlier than what I usually come on. But like I said, I'm trying to switch it up. If I have something to talk about, I want to just jump on and talk about it. We can always go back and watch the videos and things like that. So technology is great. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the like. I appreciate you guys so much. So, as the title suggests, this Trustville Tribune is the name of this. I don't know if it's a newspaper or just a website. I'm not sure. But they published two articles with this father who has been on the most wanted list. His name is Jeffrey Scott Moore. And they've included me twice. And I put the articles in the description twice without talking to me first and with providing false information. And no, normally I wouldn't. Like the first article that they wrote, I didn't even respond to it because who cares? But the fact that they are using me to I guess badmouth Mr. Moore because he was going to be a guest on my show, on our show, the Child Support Radio Show. I think that is that's grounds for me to speak out about it, and how they are presenting me as if they have spoken to me, which they haven't. So I reached out to them on Twitter when I first became aware of this article. I reached out on Twitter. I reached out on their Facebook page. I reached out on Instagram. And they not only did not respond to me, I received an alert today that they're still pushing out these articles with my name still in it, and they didn't make any corrections. So this is me correcting them since they are not going to be professional enough to correct themselves. Okay, so really on the last video, the last article they put out, how I knew that they were, well, you can just tell if you go read the articles, that they were putting me in it. So they wanted to associate, because of the organization that I have, they wanted to associate him because he allegedly owed child support, to say, look at the sorts that he deals with. So the quote in the headline of the first article called my organization anti-child support. So I can take that. That's fair. But if you're going to, hey, Stephanie, if you're going to put that in print, then at least reach out to me, because obviously you know how to get in touch with me, and ask me, am I anti-child support? And if the answer is yes, ask me why. That's what journalists are supposed to do when they print somebody's information. At least that's what I learned. So the father in question, again, his name is Jeffrey Scott Moore. He's a local sports personality in Trustville, Alabama. Now, mind you, I never met Mr. Moore. I don't even remember how we became in contact. I want to say that his significant other reached out to me about his situation. We talked, we scheduled for him to come on the show. He was going to come on and talk about his child support case, the fact that he had a warrant for his arrest, and other details in his case. So this was in February of 2020. So I don't remember, like I said, what the reason was, but he ended up postponing the show. So that was something that was in the first article, for unknown reasons, some mysterious, like I don't have to explain why somebody postponed them coming on our show. I don't have to explain that to anybody, especially people that I don't know. But that was mentioned in this article. So the author's name, Joshua Huff, of the Trustville Times, didn't reach out to me. Times or Tribune, I think it's of them. I saw two different articles. So according to the article, which is titled Trustville Man in Etowah, I think that's how you pronounce it, county's most wanted list postpones participation on anti-child support radio show. Okay. So again, if you're going to call me or call my organization anti-child support, at least give me an opportunity to explain why I have the feelings that I do. I'm on record saying that we never support parents not providing for their children. I say, and our supporters say, that you can take care of your children outside of the system. There's two sides to every story. Just because Mr. Moore had a warrant doesn't mean that he necessarily didn't pay child support. We know that parents are put in the child support system not necessarily because they are not good parents or not that they're not providing for their children, because the system, how it's set up. Had they asked me, I would have told them that. I would have told them a lot of other things. If they would have read any of my material, they would have known. But they didn't. So if the writer had bothered to contact me, he would have learned why I'm not a fan of the child support system. But because they have a problem with Mr. Moore, which I came to find out as I was talking to him and researching his story, it seemed like it's a personal problem. And so to dirty his name, so to speak, let's just go ahead and put out that he's coming on this anti-child support and look. So they use my platform to attack him. The author made a point to contact the local sheriff's office and the police department for comment, but ignored my rights to make a comment. They just ignored me. They ignored me posting, asking, please correct what you're saying is not true. Please make a correction. So they said that Mr. Moore was a guest host on our show, which was not true. He was a guest, supposed to be a guest, but not a guest host. I guess calling him a host is more disrespectful for everybody else. Like, look, he's even hosting this anti-child support show, and he's the most wanted. But he wasn't a guest host. He was a guest. I'm figuring that in their mind, him hosting all cases is okay. That's going to be damning evidence against him when he goes to court for allegedly failing to pay tens of thousands of dollars of child support. They then go on to say, and this is in the first article, that my excuse me, gotta get my water. Sorry, guys. Hi, Joe. I appreciate you for being here. So they go on to say that I sell merchandise on my website in the form of books and shirts, quote, adorned with motivational language such as fuck child support, which people who allegedly struggle to afford child support payments can purchase for $15, end quote. Which is why I have my t-shirt on today. Just saying, why is she wearing that t-shirt? Anybody, if you know me from back when I started my advocacy, I was selling fuck child support t-shirts. And I explained in detail over the years, this slogan started a conversation about the child support system, the child support hustle. People said, what are you doing with that shirt? You know, it's going to cause a discussion. So that's why I was selling these t-shirts. And I was still selling. I don't sell them right now just because I just don't. It wasn't anything more than that or anything less. It's just my choice. But that's what they said, as if. So to begin, I can sell whatever I want on my platform. I work for myself. Okay. I don't owe anybody an explanation about how I move around in my organization. If I want to put fuck child support on a t-shirt and sell it, I will. If they would have called me and asked me, I would have told them that and then explained to them why I was selling these t-shirts, why I started the slogan back in 14, 15, why I was selling these t-shirts all across the country, and why I started selling t-shirts. Second, there are people who don't owe child support. These people are assuming that, oh, they're selling these t-shirts to people that allegedly can't afford child support, but they can spend $15 on a t-shirt. Excuse me, sir, ma'am, whoever thinks this. There are more people fighting against the unconstitutional child support system than just people that owe child support. I'm one of them. You can assume that I owe child support because of the movement that I started, but I'm here to tell you I don't. Okay? So somebody can come and buy a t-shirt. That does not mean, one, that they owe child support. Why can't somebody that owes child support buy a t-shirt? They can't buy anything? They're not supposed to have $15? But again, to associate, oh, look at the riffraff that Moore is associating with. Right. You pissing people off. I guess so. But I'm like, I'm going to say this to the author, what's his name, Joshua. You need to research an organization, or at least talk to the person that you're writing about if you're going to put out some information like that. I would have sent you a fuck child support t-shirt. Free. This is a movement. You have something personal against Mr. Moore. That's personally not my fault. That has personally nothing to do with me. If you would have called me or sent me an email, I would have personally told you that. So that was back in February of 2020. August 4th of 2021, just nearly 18 months later, Mr. Moore makes headlines again in the Trustville Tribune. Now, mind you, I haven't talked to Mr. Moore. I haven't even been doing the radio show. We stopped doing the radio show. We're working on the podcast now, but I haven't even talked to him. I may have tweeted him once, like when the first story or first article came up in my memories. I might have tweeted to him or something like that. So this time, the headline says, Trustville PD nabs former radio host on Etowah, E-T-A-W-H-A-H, I don't know how to pronounce it, county's most wanted list. The author is Bobby Matthews, and after 18 months, you would think he'd research enough to know that Mr. Moore was never a guest host on my show. But again, they want to associate him with an anti-child support organization. And I want to say right now, I have no issues with Mr. Moore. I hope when he is released, I don't know if he's released now or not, I hope that he will come on my platform and discuss his arrest, because I know just from talking to him and what we discussed, it sounded illegal. And like all these arrests for child support debt on it. And then before I go there, what is he doing on the most wanted for list anyway? For owing a debt. Remember when most wanted lists were for murderers, rapists, serial bank robbers, like criminals? But he's on the most wanted list for owing not even hundreds of thousands, allegedly tens of thousands of dollars, and they have criminalized this man to where he's on a most wanted list. People don't see a problem with that. Now, he's a radio personality, but what if he was going out to try to find a regular 9 to 5? How's he supposed to get a job and he's on a most wanted list? So again, they put him as a guest host. He wasn't. I'm saying that again because just in the headline is false. At least go and correct the headline. But no. So the writer said that according to me, so that according to means that they spoke to me. According to me, that I quote said Moore was to be a guest host for the radio program The Child Support Hustle, but the airing was postponed for unknown reasons. I didn't say that 18 months ago, and I didn't say it a couple days ago. So why are they according to me? These people cannot be journalists. This is not how journalism is supposed. If you say according to, then you are quoting that person from something they have written or something they have said. There was really no reason to include me in this article except to associate Mr. Moore with me and that he was accused of failing to pay child support. So my issue with that is, how come a parent that's accused of failing to pay child support on a most wanted list cannot voice their concerns or talk about their side of the situation. Apparently, he's in the news. He's making news, so it's probably more than one outlet that's covering this. So if he was, and like he was going to come on my show and talk about it, why is that newsworthy? Doesn't a parent have a right to say their side of the story or what happened? That's only right. There's one side and then there's another side, but you want to silence. People, parents say they get gag orders when they try to talk about their side of the issues, like all this stuff going on to silence the voice of the non-custodial parent, the parent that has a warrant for their arrest, the parent that is being hunted and jailed in debtor prisons. They're not allowed to say anything because they're a deadbeat, second-class citizen. So my question is, even if he was a guest host on my show, so what? He's not allowed to talk about the situation. Make this make sense, guys. Make this make sense. So I want to say thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all. If y'all give me the thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Thanks, Johnny B. I mean, what's up with this? It's anyway, for the record, in case anybody at the Tribune is watching, if you see this video, I want to say that I'm very proud of the work that I have done as an advocate for parents fighting for justice in this unjust child support system and family court system. I'm glad that I've had the opportunity to help the people that I've helped. I'm glad and proud that I've been able to share the information that I've been able to share around all over. Like I'm very proud of that. So I'm proud that we offer a place for parents to come and voice their concerns, their opinions, their voices. I'm proud that we offer that. Some non-parents, because we know paternity fraud is rampant. So there's a lot of men on child support that are not even fathers. So I love the fact, and I'm proud of the fact that we offer a platform for non-parents as well. We do not judge parents when they come to our platform. We're here to support them. We're support you guys, but this is for the Tribune. I'm proud of all the work that I've done. I'm proud of the people that I work with. I'm proud of our supporters. We're all in this together. If you would have called me, I would have told you that. And I'm proud to say that I fought back when this system tried to bully me and my family out of our rights. This system, the child support system. Yes, I'm anti-child support, if that's what you want to call it, when there's a system that would rather take my money, imprison one of the parents, if not both, seen that, and take the rights away from our child in the name of $1. Yeah, I'm not with that type of system. I'm not with a system that will arrest people that can't afford to pay a fake debt. Nah. That might be something that over at the Tribune, y'all might support that. But over at the Child Support Hustle, we don't. I, in particular, now according to, let's do that, Kenya Rockmont, I don't support that. Now, again, I don't mind being associated with Mr. Moore, and I'm very anxious for him to come on and talk and share his side, especially now that they've arrested him and locked him up, and I'm going to say in a debtor prison, because you have to buy your freedom. I want to hear his side of the story. It's a shame that in these United States, that fathers are guilty until proven innocent, and then they are still guilty for whatever reason. And to the two writers of these articles, I am not afraid of being written about in a negative light or otherwise. but at least be professional and write the truth. At least give a person a chance to respond to statements about them. I'm scared of one thing in this world, well, more than one thing, but I'm really afraid of rats. The 2-leg and the 4-leg kind. But two things that I'm not afraid of, and that's fighting for my rights and bullies. No fear. If you have a personal issue with Mr. Moore, like I said, that's personally not my problem. But don't lie on others to make yourself look good. That's ratty behavior. Again, the invitation goes out to you, Mr. Moore. We'd love to have you on. If you want to do a Zoom on the YouTube, we can do it on Facebook. We can, however, we're going to be having a podcast coming out with a couple of new hosts. I'll hold their names for now because we're still in the works of getting everything together. But there's several ways that you can get in touch with me, just like the Tribune. Call them. They know how to get in touch with me. They know exactly. And according to. So yeah, I had to say it. I had to because like I said, I tried to get them just to fix the article, correct it, and they didn't. So I'll correct it. And no, I'm not being confrontational. I'm just clearing the air. When people go and click on the childsupporthustle.com, I don't want them to think, oh, we're for people not providing for their children. That's never been the issue. So if you want to buy my book, The Child Support Hustle, of course, it's available at my website, thechildsupporthustle.com. If you want a Child Support Hustle t-shirt, which I'm not wearing today for obvious reasons, you can also get a t-shirt black and gray there. And I don't sell these anymore, but y'all let me know if y'all want them, and I bet I'll put them on there. Okay? Let them shut you up. You have a voice, and your voice matters. Supposedly, Eric, your voice matters. Don't let them bully you. Don't let them intimidate you. Don't let them make you feel less than, even though they try to make fathers seem like second-class citizens and take all your rights just because you owe a debt, make you guilty until proven innocent, and then you're still guilty. All this stuff. Keep fighting. Your voice matters. You are important, and your children are definitely important. Before I go, because I just saw this on Twitter, it was a post I posted on my Instagram where this lady's like, men that don't fight for visitation for their kids are lazy. All they have to do is go fill out a 10-minute paper and get visitation or something. I'm like, what world are you living in? But this is the narrative that they keep pushing out, that fathers are lazy because they are not fighting to see the children. Why do parents have to fight to see their children anyway? That's the first question. No, it doesn't. Eric, why should that parent have to go fight? First of all, it's not 10 minutes. Any parent can tell you. And second, why does that father have to go fight to have the same rights that the mother has? So when y'all see these narratives like that, say something like, no, at least correct it and let them know that that's not how, it's not that simple. First of all, it's not laziness. There's parental alienation is real. There's plenty of fathers out here that want to see their children and are denied access, but in the same breath get called deadbeats. At almighty dollar, that's all it's about. That's it. That's all. If anybody asks, well, what do you think about this? Money. What do you think about that? Money. What do you think? Money, 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 money. So I'm not gonna stay on here too long, guys. I just want to clear the issue because I know y'all, if y'all on my Facebook or my Twitter, or my platform, y'all know that I've been talking about this. So I gave them a few days, and this morning it popped back up. So now we have the record straight. The corrections are made, and according to Kenya in Rockman, it's good. Remember, they can ignore hundreds, they can ignore thousands, but they cannot ignore millions. Let's go. I'll keep fighting.